Nintendo presents a rare production, Donkey Kong Land 1995. Hello everyone and welcome to First 20 here on Stephen Plays. My name is Stephen George. I play video games and every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. Now recently Mal and I finished up Donkey Kong Country 3. We did the entire game as a Let's Play. Dan and I, not too long ago, did a first 20 of Donkey Kong 64. Since we didn't plan to do that as a full Let's Play, I wanted to show off another Donkey Kong game that doesn't get enough time in the limelight. That's Donkey Kong Land. It's also a game that we don't plan on doing a Let's Play of. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the game and explain some things as I get started. You get 3 file slots. If you haven't already figured it out, this is for Game Boy. But that's probably pretty obvious. Let's jump into the first level here. So the gameplay is very similar to Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country was released, I believe, in November 94. This came out summer of 95, so it was still developed by Rare. And I'm going to talk about those in just a second. Same composer, David Wise, who gets a lot of praise these days as being a wonderful video game composer. Also did the music for Donkey Kong Country, did it for Donkey Kong Land as well. Now the thing I picked up whenever I was back here was a Kong token, and those are used in some of the bonus levels to earn extra lives. The thing I just picked up is a DK barrel, just like in the other games, but you'll notice that Diddy Kong flies up into the heavens. Yeah, the Game Boy is actually not powerful enough to show both sprites on screen at the same time, so whenever you press select, you warp in and out. Otherwise, it's very similar. It doesn't control quite the same, but it looks pretty similar. Also, if you were to play on a Super Game Boy, it has a unique palette just for that. Let's see if I can get up there. I had actually a bit of slowdown as well. Now, this isn't supposed to be Donkey Kong Country. That's not the purpose. That's not the purpose of the game. Actually, nothing is explained on the card itself, but if you look in the instruction booklet, of Donkey Kong Land, it'll actually tell you that this game takes place after the events of Donkey Kong Country. Apparently, after Donkey Kong Country was finished, Cranky said that the only reason that you were able to get everything... Oh god, wow, did I really die on the first level? Son of a gun, pissed. That the only reason you were able to get through Donkey Kong Country was because of the graphics. Like, people bought the game and played it because of the graphics or something like that. So, Cranky said that you would never be able to go on a crazy adventure and complete it on an 8-bit system. So Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are like, well, you know what, screw it, we'll do it. And then that's why the events of this game take place. Is it kind of ridiculous? Yes. But it's still pretty cool that they were able to, you know, create a Donkey Kong game, sort of, for the Game Boy. Just a few months after Donkey Kong Country's success, continuing to ride on the success, no less. A lot of the elements are the same, and you could probably already tell just by looking at it. The lives are shown in the bottom left. That's what your little hearts are. You still have the Kong leathers. There's animal friends. As you can see, there's Rambi. What's interesting is that we ride on top of Rambi, but I'm pretty sure that in, like, some of the later Donkey Kong Country ports for, I think Game Boy Color, maybe not Game Boy Advance, but I think you actually turn into the animal, so I don't know why we can ride on them in this version. Also, they got rid of the halfway barrels, and instead you have that little portal thing, so when you touch it, you get a little thumbs up. And I don't have... Let's see, I have to press select to get off of Rambi. Oh, do I have Donkey Kong? Oh, I have Donkey Kong right now. Alright, well, I'm going to actually ride Rambi as Donkey Kong. There we go. Now, I had this game as a kid. This game is very easy to find at like a yard sale or a flea market. It really sticks out because the cart itself was yellow. So Game Boy games are usually in gray carts, but this game was in a yellow cart. And actually, they also made Donkey Kong Lands 2 and 3, and those are also in yellow carts, so they're really easy to spot. And we got the Kong leathers, which I believe gave us a 6th life. And we can save the game right here. God, that took 3.5 minutes. Jesus. We also have an exclamation point. Same thing with the other games. Exclamation point means that you got everything out of the level, so we can move on to level 2. Now, apparently, all of the levels in this game have names, but due to limitations of the Game Boy, they can't be displayed on screen. So you have to read the manual if you want to know the level names. I actually have my original manual for this game. Ah, doggone it, I almost had it. Oh, shoot! I almost had that balloon. So I could actually look up what the names of the levels are. You can see a lot of the enemies are the same, but actually there are some new enemies that are added. There's flying pigs. There they are. I was going to say, they should be coming up pretty soon. All of the enemies have names. They're probably in the manual as well. I believe those flying pig enemies are called hogwash. But a lot of the other enemies are still in here. Let's see if I can jump in there and get to the... Oh, shoot! Wow, that was fast thinking, which I didn't have. The game itself, let's see, there are 10 levels in the first world, but then there are 7 levels in all of the other worlds, and there are 4 worlds total. So what is that, 31 levels? Even though it was the same team that created it, like I said, it's not supposed to be a recreation of Donkey Kong Country, and even though there's a lot of the same elements, the story is different, the game itself is different. It's a completely different levels. So that you would never run into an ice level in the second level of Donkey Kong Country, but in Donkey Kong Land you will. It's also a little difficult, partially because the controls are not as tight as they are on the Super Nintendo. Oh god! I don't want to die! Shoot, is that my only way of getting across that chasm? No, I'm good. See, I normally play as... There we go, I'm good. I normally play as Diddy Kong. But on Donkey Kong Land, the thing that makes Diddy Kong so great in Donkey Kong Country is his ability to do his cartwheel jump, and it's kind of nerfed in this game, so it's not as good to play with him. Also, the music is pretty good. It's been a long time since I've played this game, and I know that this is probably more than a little nostalgic for some of you. I know it's pretty nostalgic for me as well. But it's been many, many, many years since I've played this. Suddenly we're back in the jungle. I don't know why we were in the snow just a second ago. Can we get up on that tree? I guess not. I was wondering if we could go backwards or something. We even have like the rope swinging and things like that, but we can't jump very high. Yeah, it's just Diddy's... Oh, yeah, see, I really wanted to try and get on top of that tree, but it looks like... Oh, poop, I missed out on that. Oh, there we go. I can go back this way. And same as every other Donkey Kong Country game, once you get to 100 bananas, you get an extra life, so that hasn't changed. It's also interesting how... I mean, I don't know if this is something that Rare decided, or maybe they went off of the advice of Nintendo or something to name the game Land, just because that's also what the Mario series did as well, because they came out with like Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and then they came out with Super Mario Land, and they've kind of always followed that format where Land implies Game Boy title. And I don't know if that's that's just a coincidence that Rare named it. Oh god, don't die. I was actually kind of lucky there that I even grabbed the stupid thing. Oh god! I'm okay, I'm okay. This game is not that easy. But yeah, I played this as a kid. I wish I could remember exactly when I got it. I do remember I was probably... God, I was in Carpool. I think I was in... Okay, there's like... I think we have to go up to get an explosive to blow up the paths to continue on. I remember being in Carpool. I was probably in like... I couldn't have been any older than... I don't know. I'm trying to... I was probably 7, maybe 6 or 7. And oh god, I'm gonna grab that thing. Now we're on a ship, by the way, so this is cool because it actually reminds me a lot of what Donkey Kong Country 2 would become. Anyway, yeah, I was probably 7, and one of my friends had this. I had a Game Boy, but they had a few games I didn't have. I remember playing this game, and then also a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. They had Kid Icarus, like Kid Icarus, let's see, Kid Icarus was originally on the NES, and then it was the second one. So they had the second game, which was on the Game Boy. Also, there's called Neckies. I think they're called Neckies. So they're also in the game. So a lot of stuff, and the music is really good. David Wise is working with a with limited capabilities or whatever, but he's still doing an amazing job. It's interesting going back and playing these games that, you know, you played a ton as a kid, but it's been a long time since you've played them. And there's some things that haven't aged very well, but at the same time, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, this is a Game Boy game, and the Game Boy was pretty limited. Game Boy gave us some gems. I mean, Link's Awakening is freaking incredible. Still holds up today. It's also helped, it's, you know, had some remakes. The DX version, I think that's also released on 3DS Virtual Console. I'm pretty sure Link's Awakening is also released there. Yeah, it has, because I know that a few people, a few friends of mine have done Let's Plays of it, so... actually, fun fact, this game has come out on the 3DS Virtual Console, but I'm pretty sure it's only in Japan. And actually, just like a week or two ago, they released Donkey Kong Land 2 on the 3DS Virtual Console in Japan as well, but apparently not here. There was a big stink between Rare and Nintendo, and I'm gonna I'm gonna guess it has something to do with the whole Microsoft purchasing Rare thing and some weird licensing issues that I don't know enough to talk about. But they had to pull Donkey Kong Country off of the Wii's Virtual Console, like, I don't know how long ago, and people were pissed because it would actually remove it from your console. Like, even if you bought it. Also, look, Espresso's here. And is still as broken as ever. Fly, Espresso! Oh, God. I lost her. I don't think I could have brought her back anyway, but, oh, here it is! So, we collected that barrel, and that barrel has a little bomb floating above it, and that allows us to blow up one of these paths. And, you more than likely have to blow up both if you want to go and, like, play all the levels. I have no idea. Alright, blew that up. Do they connect? Yeah, you're playing the same number of levels, it would change what you play. And I'm pretty sure that you can go back and get another bomb and blow up the other path if you're really into that. Of course, I chose the one that has the snow levels. The snow levels suck in Donkey Kong Country, and they suck in Donkey Kong Land! And back to Diddy. It's interesting how they come up in a whirlwind, also. That's an interesting choice. But they worked with what they had, so... And like I said earlier in the video, this does have a Super Game Boy palette. So if you hook up the cart to Super Game Boy, it's not anything super impressive. The title screen is actually very pretty. But other than that... And also there's an exclusive border, which was like a big thing for Super Game Boy. And I actually think that that was one of the things that they put in there so people could... so like the publishers would be able to put Super Game Boy compatible on their boxes. Like if all they made was like a border, then they would be able to put that thing on there. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier about the Kong tokens. We have 13 tokens, so we can hit this button 13 times, and we want to obviously aim it at us. Piss. Wait. Okay, so that gives us a 1-up. So we have a chance to do this many, many, many more times. Yeah, buddy. Aw, poop. Okay, I'm not going to do this forever because I think I have plenty of lives. But that is an example of one of those bonus things, and that shows what those Kong tokens are actually used for. As far as I know, they don't really do Kong tokens anywhere else, although that may have been one of the initial thoughts towards doing some of the coins that you get in the second Donkey Kong Country game. Because I'm fairly certain that this came out before Donkey Kong Country 2 did. Yeah, because Donkey Kong Country 2 was in 96 or no, shoot, or 97, and this was in 95, so this was definitely a little before it. And Donkey Kong Country 1 didn't have any sort of coins. That all started in the next one. What is back here? Oh, I found a secret! I found it. Really, what the balls is back here? Whoa, what? There's a second exit. I wish I could say, oh, well, this goes to wherever, but I haven't played this game in like 15 years, and I have no idea where we just went to. I mean, I took a second exit, but what does it do? I can now go back and play this level if I really wanted to. Okay, let's go. Let's jump in and see what we missed. What was this? So this was a jungle level, even though it's further. Oh, poop. I saw that happening before I even got down there. Son of a gun. Piss. Take that, hogwash. Or not. There's something over here. This is like set up for a secret. I mean, look at it. Oh, yeah. You gotta trust in the oh, it's this. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. I'm not gonna do that again. I just need a barrel because I'm really freaking paranoid that I'm gonna... Oh, God, it's the... Shoot. So those guys are back, the little armadillo guys, and they probably work the same way, where when they're rolling, you can't kill them, or you have to step on them twice or something like that. For a minute, I thought it was just doomed falling down there. I was like, wait, there's nothing down here. Oh, get up on there. Yeah. Stick to the trees, even though it is much, much more difficult. Now, as far as how this game did whenever it came out, Famitsu Magazine gave it, I think, like a 24 out of 40, or like a 71%. It's not, I mean, that's not great, but I actually kind of like the game. I think maybe I'm just extremely biased towards the Donkey Kong series, at least the platforming games. I haven't really played some of the other ones. I don't think I've ever played Donkey Konga. And there's two. There's like a rhythm. Oh shoot! There's like a rhythm game, and then there's another one where you actually like you go through levels using the bongos. And I think I've played that in a GameStop one time for like just a few minutes. But I don't own either of those. I don't even own a set of the bongos. I mean, to be fair, if I did get a set, I'd probably do a video on Steven Plays for First20. But I've never actually played them. God. Seriously, like, it's very frightening going on those tires in the Game Boy version. I mean, like, blah. Do not want. Also, it's interesting, it did not give me the option to save the game after that. I'm pretty sure it's asked me to save after every single level, but it didn't ask me to save after that. And I wonder if it's because we didn't have to do that level. I have no idea. You're leading me to something good. Look at me spin. Look at me spin. Oh, I did it. Okay, so this is going to be a rope level. Remember, keep this in mind, that none of this existed in... Oh, God. Oh, I'm alive. None of this existed in Donkey Kong Country. None of these ropes! None of these ropes or anything. I'm fairly certain, unless I'm just forgetting I'm dead. None of the stuff existed. So this is probably early Donkey Kong Country 2 stuff. So you can actually probably get into the minds of the developers a little bit just by playing Donkey Kong Land. And once again, that's something that never would have occurred to me as a kid. You know, when I played Donkey Kong Country 2 when it came out, I probably did not think back to... What the balls is that thing? What is that? It's nothing. I probably didn't think back to Donkey Kong Land and the fact that, you know, all of this stuff existed here, but it did. So this is probably just early design work. God. Oh, man, my jump is so nerfed. Ah! You know, another fun game to play on First20 sometime might be, oh god, there's snakes. Might be Super Mario Land. In fact, I don't think we've ever done a proper Mario platforming game, which is kind of sad. We have plans to do them on the channel, we just have never done them. So it would be funny if the first one we ever did was Super Mario Land, which is, I don't want to say a black sheep of the series, but it's just, there are certainly better Mario platforming games! Get away from me, Kremlin! God, there's snakes. We're good. Go up here. Do I have a Kong right now? Yes, apparently I already did. Do I keep going up, or is there a... Nope, there's a thing on... Doggone friggin' Frisbees. Frisbees are ruining my life. I'm just trying to, like, avoid things half the time and get through this. It's so weird playing this after having not played it for so many years. Are there going to be more snakes? Because I'm expecting more snakes. You probably can't kill them. If I had to guess, I'd say you probably cannot jump on them. Get that end. Did we go up? Nope. Keep going right. And that was just the end, so we're just a little bit past halfway. Once I see the G, I'll feel better. Oh god. Are there Frisbees up there? Yes. What the fart? Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong, go right, bro! Donkey Kong was like, I don't want to go right, bro. Oh, fart. Gotcha. All right, let's try to just continue to head right and not head up. Sorry, whenever I have the ability to go to higher ground, I just tend to take it. I don't know if that's from playing Sonic, like if Sonic teaches you that, even though I didn't play a lot of Sonic. I think it's just a video game thing. Like, if you can go to higher ground, you should. Oh my god. That explains why I died before. Oh! Eye claptrap. Jesus. Whew. But the music is rocking. I can get behind that. Let's jump down here. Where the balls is that G? Oh god. Oh, I didn't even have another Kong? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me! Jesus! I thought I did! Wait, I did. I totally did. Because I didn't lose a Kong. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think the game just didn't award me that Kong for whatever reason. It's almost like it checked to see if, you know, I landed on ground and like it just killed me for whatever reason. That's dumb. Also, I need to come down here. Is that thing just telling me where to jump? The thing hanging in the air like that? Because I still have not figured out what that's supposed to be. I have no... God, wow. I can't believe I got past that. Alright, here we go. Now I know I need to be careful. We go up. Watch out for that thing. Or fall. That's cool, too. Wait for it. Oh, Geronimo! Oh, a secret. Oh, I missed it. It came out of the floor, man. As long as I stick close to the top, the snakes don't spawn. Jesus. I just want to remind everyone, we're in World 1. This is pretty tough stuff. This actually also makes a lot of sense in regards to them making things tougher for Donkey Kong Country 2, because the second game is a lot more difficult than the first game. So it stands to reason in my mind that they were already making everything more difficult because everything in this game is more difficult! Come on, Diddy. Yeah, are we good? No enemies? No whammies? God, I'm scared to move. There we go. Thank God. Woo-wee! Man. I just wanted to make sure I got through that level, which I did, so things are good. And that was level 7. And then we go through a cave. So keep in mind that most of the worlds in the game, there are 4 worlds. The other 3 worlds have 7 levels in them. And for whatever reason, the first world has a few extra, so this one has a few more. But we got through most of the first world. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a particular game you would like to see tackled on First20, be sure to leave it below. Or if you have a new demo that's been released on Xbox Live Arcade or PlayStation Network or Wii U or anything like that, list that as well. We'll take a look at them, and you might see them here on Friday. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next time for more Steven Plays First 20.